Okay, any pains or injuries before we start? Everyone good? Okay. All right, good morning, everyone. This is Stephen Chang coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Today's class is Intermediate Advanced Lab. It is a level 2, level 3. Please make sure that if you're working with any kind of special conditions or limitations, that you do modify or skip poses altogether. Always making good decisions about your movement practice so that you don't create any injuries or perpetuate any injuries. If your hips are low or your low back are tight, please elevate and sit up on a block, a blanket, or some books. All right, let's sit up tall, palms face up, and fingers come to Jnana Mudra, thumb and index fingers touching. And as you ground evenly through your seat, elongate through your spine. And let your inhales even out with your exhales. Three Oms together, inhale. Keeping the eyes closed, hands together in prayer on front of heart. Pressing the thumbs into your heart, heart back into the thumbs. Lifting the heart up toward the sky. Setting your intention for yoga practice. Devoting your practice to someone or something or to yourself, your supreme self that lives within your heart. Chanting the mantra for purification, purifying the space in which you practice yoga. Call and response. Om Pavitraha, Om Pavitraha, Pavitrawa, Pavitrawa, Sarvavashtan, Sarvavashtan, Gatopiwa, Gatopiwa, Yaha Smarit, Yaha Smarit, Pundrikaksham, Pundrikaksham, Sapahya, Sapahya, Bihyendraha, Bihyendraha, Suchihi, Suchihi. Beginning to open the eyes, palms face up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, right ear to the right shoulder, right hand to the left side. Elongate through the left side of the neck. And chin toward the right shoulder. Release, back to center, drop the right hand. Left ear to the left shoulder, left hand to the right side. And then chin toward the left shoulder, continue to pull gently to the back of the head. Release, back to center, drop the left hand, chin toward the chest. Big circles with the head in one direction, ear to one side, roll it back. Opposite side, roll it center. A few more rounds at your own pace. And draw the chin back toward the chest. Pause, and then taking the opposite direction. And chin back toward the chest again. Lifting the chin parallel to the floor, neutral spine. Extend the legs forward, separating your feet. Hands supporting to either side as you sit up tall and turning your toes toward each other. And then roll them out. Draw in, roll out. Draw in, outer rotation, circling. Back to center, switch them around, inner rotations. And back to center again. Cross your shins and take the opposite shin on top. So non-dominant crossing of the legs. Inhale, take the arms up high, extend. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, take it back to center. Exhale, twist to your left. Back to center again. Side bends, right hand down, left arm overhead. Take back up again, exhale, other side. Take it back to center. Let's take 90-90. So taking your left leg forward, right heel back. So you want to line up the left knee with the left hip, and then the shin is parallel to in front of the mat. Flex your foot. And then do the same thing with the back leg, 90-90. Flexing your feet for support, and hands to either side of the left leg. Inhale, lengthen, and you're slightly tilting toward the left. Exhale, reach forward about halfway, starting to stretch the outer left leg. Keep your left hand as is. Reach your right hand forward, grip the fingertips to the floor, tractioning downwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the right fingertips further as you reach even more. Maybe your belly and your lower ribs are beginning to make contact. And staying low like this, walk your right hand toward the left, readjust your left hand, inhale, lengthen, exhale, crawl the right fingertips even further, deepening your twist. If you have one more in you, walk your right hand further to your left, readjust, inhale, lengthen, exhale, reach it out even more. And start to make your way back up. Keep the legs as they are. Exhale, counter twist. Draw back to center. Left hand to the floor, right arm up, and then side bending to your left. Then take it back to vertical, right arm forward, bend your right elbow. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, draw the right elbow back. Exhale, twist to your left one more time. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting and extend the right arm as far out as you can. And release, square back to center. Again, counter twist to the right. Square back to center, switch legs. Right heel comes in, left leg goes back. And again, remeasure for that 90-90. So you're sitting on the outer right leg, line up the knee with the hip, your shin horizontal to the front of the mat. Do the same with the back leg and flex your feet to engage your legs. Hands to either side, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lean forward about halfway. Start to feel for the stretch of the outer right leg. Keep the right hand as is. Left arm reaching forward and grip the left fingertips to the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the left fingertips further forward. So maybe now your belly and your lower ribs are making contact to the inner right thigh. Stay low like this. Left hand walks over toward the right. Readjust your right hand further back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl the left fingertips even further out. So you're going into a twist and extension on the left side. And if you have more in you, adjust your left hand further to the right. Adjust your right hand further back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crawl it out even more. All right, so you're warming up the spine through rotations, warming your lower back and the hips. All right, start to walk it back to vertical. Keep the legs as they are. Counter twist to your left. Take it back to center. Right hand to the floor, left arm up to the sky, and then side bending over to the right. Take it back up to vertical. Left arm forward and bend your left elbow. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw the left elbow back. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, draw back. Exhale, twist. Stay twisting. And then extend the left arm even further out. Take it back to center. Keep the legs. Counter twist to your left. Come back to center. Swing the left leg forward. Soles of feet together. Knees apart. Draw the heels in. And then butterfly your knees just a little bit. And start to release. Extend the legs forward. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. And start to release. Take it back up. Swing the legs back behind you. Hands and knees. Let's do some forearm and wrist therapy. All right, so once you have your hands and knees, with your right hand, pick up the right hand, turn your right hand outwardly, press your right palm to the floor, and then switch. Pick your left hand off the floor, turn it outwardly, press your left palm to the floor. So now your inverted palm will go side to side in a rhythmic manner a few times. Taking the right hand forward, taking the left hand forward. Turn the right hand back. Take the left hand back. Right hand forward. Left hand forward. Right hand back. Left hand back. Two more times. Right hand forward. Left hand forward. Right hand back. Left hand back. Right hand forward. Left hand forward. This time, right hand back. Left hand back, and stay here. If this is intense enough, keep it vertical. If you have more mobility, lean back, get more stretch into your forearms. If you have even more, tuck your toes, lift the knees, inverted palm down dog. So this could be very intense, so make sure you go easy. All right, take the knees back down. Turn the right hand forward. Turn the left hand forward. Sit on top of the shins. Take the hands into jazz hands, and then close your hands and take a few rotations into your wrists. Come back to center. Take the rotations in the opposite direction. Take it back to center. Open up the hands, right? So jazz hands, really wide, really energetic. And then take your hands into fists really strongly. We'll open and close 40 times. Open, close, open, close. 4, close. 5, close. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Release. All right, so all that intensity and heat into your forearms, wrists, and hands. All right, so let's move them around just a little bit again. All right, and then down dog. Start to pedal out your legs. Walk it out side to side. All right, come back to stillness in your down dog. Inhale, raise your right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose and round the spine. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your left arm. Kick it back up. Stepping your right foot forward, warrior one. Take the left hand, catch your right wrist, extend up, side bend left. Take it back up to vertical, switch hands, extend, side bend right. Back to center, warrior one. Wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, lift up, gaze up. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Take it back up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Right hand inside the foot or modify elbow to the knee. Left arm reaching up. Extended side angle. Left arm reaching forward. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. You may stay here or take the full bind if you're ready. Release your binds. Inhale, come up. Reverse warrior. Lengthen out the right leg. Triangle. Right hand can come to the top of the shin or to the floor. Left arm up. Extended triangle. Left arm forward. Half bind. Left arm up and behind you. All right, so I will offer the bound triangle if you have the hamstring flexibility and you're ready for it. If not, stay here. So the way to come into it could be through the bound side angle, then lengthen out the front leg. Release your binds, inhale, come up, reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage. 3 progressive cobras. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms if you have it with Bhujangasana. And lower all the way down, child's pose. Feet toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Left knee in toward the nose. Inhale, kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee comes into twist, touch your right arm. Inhale, kick it back up. Stepping, your left foot forward. Warrior 1. Right hand catching left wrist. Extend, side bend to the right. Take it back up. Switch hands. Extend, side bend to your left. Back to center, release, wrap the hands back behind you, interlace, opposite thumb on top, lift up, gaze upwards. Bow forward, devotional warrior. Inhale all the way back up, warrior 1. Open it up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Modifying elbow to the knee or the hand to the floor, right arm up. Extended side angle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. You may stay here if this is good enough, or take the full bind, do the same as you did on the first side. Release your binds, inhale, come up, reverse warrior. Lengthen out the left leg, triangle. Left hand to top of the shin or to the floor, right arm up. Extended triangle, right palm face down, reach forward. Half bind, right arm up and behind you. And again, your choice to stay here, or if you're taking the full bind, you can come through the side angle in a bound position first, and then lengthen the front leg fully to come into the bound triangle. Release, inhale, come up. Reverse triangle. Bend the front knee, hands to the floor, left foot, stepping back plank. And again, lower all the way down to the belly. Hands alongside the rib cage, 3 progressive cobras. Lift up, baby cobra. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, lower almost all the way down. Inhale, lift up even higher. Full extension of your arms, so Bhujangasana if you have it. And release all the way down. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Exhale, right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick back up. Knee in toward the nose. Kick back up. Right knee to the left arm. Kick back up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick it back up. Open up the hips, bend the right knee, and flip. You may stay here, yogi's choice, or pick up the right foot, draw the right knee in for Vashisthasana side plank. Then the option could be right hand to the right knee or the right hand to big toe and extend all the way up. Release, flip it back, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Stepping your right foot forward, warrior 1. Eagle arms, wrap the right arm underneath the left. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward, up and down 3 times. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward. Stay in that forward fold. If you have the range, touch your hands to the floor. If you have more range, touch your forearms to the floor. Then keeping your eagle arms, lift up about halfway, preparing to come forward into warrior 3 with your eagle arms. You may stay in warrior 3 parallel to floor, or toppling tree. Bow forward more with your torso, raise your left leg higher. Come back up to warrior 3. Keeping your eagle arms, open up the torso to your left for your half moon. Keep the gaze looking down to the floor. Then release your arms for regular half moon. And then you can stay here for half moon or binding. Left hand to the left foot for Tripadasana. If your balance is good, you can take both hands to your left foot. Come back to your half moon, preparing to revolve. Left hand to the floor, square off your hips, right arm up to twist. Then you may stay here and revolve half moon or binding. Right hand to your left foot, revolve to Tripadasana. Seated spinal twist. Left knee behind the right heel, taking your feet down. Right leg is on top. Right hand behind you. Left arm is up. Inhale. Exhale. Twist. Draw the left heel all the way toward the seat, all the way down. That's right. And then step the right foot over. And then ground both seats. Yeah. All right. If you can sit evenly. All right, if that is too tough for you, left leg extended so you can ground both seats. You're twisting that way. Yeah. Right. Like this, or like this. There you go. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, counter twist to your left. Option, stay here or one-legged crow. Hands over to your left side. Right knee to back of the right arm. Shift forward and pick up the right foot. Good work, guys. All right. All right. So from the one-legged crow, come back to your seat. All right. And then when you're ready, step the right foot forward. Warrior one. Left foot comes back. Arms up high. Open it up. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right foot stepping back, plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. Walk your hands a little bit wider. Walk your hands slightly further forward. Come to your fingertips. Then lift the elbows up. Engage your upper back by kissing your shoulder blades toward each other. And lift up to baby cobra. 3 times. Lift the elbows up. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Lift up a little bit higher. Elbows up. Draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Lengthen even more the fullest extension you have. Take your time. And start to lower down. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Camel pose. Come up. Make sure you have about 1/5 distance between your knees, tucking your toes under, standing on top of your knees. Hands to your lower back. Draw the elbows back to broaden your chest. Lean the hips forward, activate your quads. And as your hips move forward, upper torso leans back. You may stay here with your hands supporting, or take the hands to your heels and broaden your chest as you keep leaning the hips forward. Those of you who are super back bendy and can start to take the crown of the head toward the floor, you can walk your hands to the back of the legs and then lean back. Good. And then to the best of your abilities, make your way up. If you need to use your hands, you can use your hands to make your way up. Good. And walk your hands forward, hands and knees, and then cat pose, just to take out of the back bend into the forward bend, releasing your spine in the opposite direction. And then come back to neutral, and then down dog. Inhale, left heel up. Exhale, left knee in toward the nose and round. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee. Left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes in toward the center. Kick it back up. Knee toward the right arm. Kick it back up. Knee in toward the nose again. Kick it up, open up the hips, bend the left knee, and flip the dog. And again, you can stay in a simple side plank, or you can pick up your left foot, draw the left knee in. Then left hand to left knee, or the left hand to the big toe, and extend all the way up, best you can. Release, flip it back, 3-legged dog. Stepping your left foot forward, warrior one. Left foot forward. Wrap the left arm underneath your right for eagle arms. Lift the elbows up, gaze up. Exhale, bow forward. 3 times, up and down. Inhale, left. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Exhale, fold. Stay forward folding. Either hover in space, touch your hands down, or touch your forearms down if you have that range. Keep your eagle arms. Lift up about halfway. Then start to tip forward into warrior three on that left leg. So warrior three, your torso and your right leg about parallel to the floor. You may stay in warrior three or take toppling tree. Bow forward more with your torso. Raise your right leg higher, so like a standing split with eagle arms. With control, lift back up to warrior three, and then opening out to the right side for half moon with eagle arms. All right, keeping the gaze to the floor really helps to balance. Then start to release your arms into regular half moon. Once you get to regular half moon, you may stay there or start binding for Chapasana. Right hand to outside the right foot, or both hands to the right foot. Take the hands back down into half moon and preparing to revolve. Right hand to your floor, square off your hips. Left arm up to twist into your revolved half moon. And then once you get to revolved half moon and you're steady, if you want to take into revolved Chapasana, left hand to grab the right foot and bind. Make sure you kick back and lift your right thigh, getting deeper into your twist and your extension. Seated spinal twist. Right knee behind the left heel. And then gently take the seat down. So try to ground both seats to the floor, and the outer right leg flattens to the floor, and the left leg is on top. Left hand is behind you. Inhale, right arm up, and twist to your left. Inhale back to center. Exhale, counter twist to the right. So again, you have your option to stay here or you one-legged crow. So as you lift up, you can start to face the right side or start to rotate behind you, depending on the space that you need. Then after you lift, bending the elbows. You have two options, right? You can land the left knee to back the left arm, pick up the foot, and then shift forward, picking up the right foot. Or keep the left foot down, right leg up first, and then tip forward that way. So your choice on how you want to take the arm balance and how you transition into it, right? All righty, starting to finish up. So come back to your seat, and then coming to warrior one. Step the left foot forward. Rise up. Warrior one. Open it up. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Hands to the floor, left foot. Stepping back plank. Lower all the way down to the belly. This time, hands are wider off your mat, slightly forward, but this time your fingertips are going to turn outwardly. Right? So you're rotating maybe about 45 degrees. Come to your fingertips again. So lift the elbows up. Kiss your shoulder blades toward each other. Press into your fingers. Lift up to baby cobra 3 times. Lift the elbows up. Kiss your shoulder blades together. Lift up a little higher. Elbows up. Kiss shoulder blades together. Lengthen as high as you can. As fully as you can. And start to release. Child's pose. Seat toward the heels and fold. Come up. Camel pose again. So you have many options here. So easier options first. Asymmetrically. One hand to one heel. Left arm up. One option. Second option. Pick up the foot into back bend. Third option, frog pose, if you have that extension. I don't know if I do. Pressing forward, okay? Fourth option, mermaid bind. Slipping the foot to your elbow crease and taking the bind. All right, so work progressively. If you know you can get to the harder one easily, you can go for it. If you want to work a little bit slower, all right, work with one arm first. If that's easy, pick up the foot. Yeah, the frog one is quite difficult. I don't quite have the extension. So actually, the arm goes to the inside of the foot to slip to the elbow crease, and the hand reaches outwardly. So you're going this way, it's the opposite direction. So reach your hand out, slip the foot to your elbow crease, reach your left arm. That's right. That's right. Now, because you can go this way too, but that becomes then Gomukhasana arms, right? Like this. If you take the arm to the outside to come in, it becomes Gomukhasana arms. If you go from the inside out, it becomes mermaid. All right, make sure you get both sides. All right, don't overdo it. These are very, very deep poses, right? So that's why I'm giving you multiple options. You take it one step at a time, especially if it's something you've never done before. Don't go for the hardest first. All right, let's break, release. Walk your hands forward, and then take cat pose. Round the spine, chin toward the chest. And release, back to neutral, down dog. Inhale, right heel up. Right knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the right knee. Right knee outside of the right arm and touch. Kick it back up. Knee comes into twist. Kick it back up, fallen triangle. Right leg over to left side. Reach up and extend. Thread the needle, left arm underneath your right, and twist. Also bring some tractioning of the right hip, drawing back, and that'll give you a lot more stretch to outer right leg. Then take the left hand to the floor and lower all the way down. Legs are 90 degrees. Hopefully you guys have enough space. Maybe Ricky move back just a little bit. All right, so then you're going to square the torso forward. Walk your hands forward and forearms down. So you're mixing your Sphinx pose with a twist. So you want to actively draw the left shoulder downwards so that you can square off your shoulders more, going deeper into a thoracic twist. Press into your right hand, lift the right elbow up. Threading the needle, left arm underneath your right. Draw the left shoulder, left cheek toward the floor. You don't have to touch all the way down, the best you can. All right, press into your right hand, lift back up, walk your hands in, tuck the left toes under, kick it back up, three-legged dog, step your right foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two, straddling for a bend, lengthen out the right leg, turn the right toes to the left side, toes are just slightly turned in, hands to the hips. Lift up on the inhale for the back bend, exhale, forward fold. The hands come down. Once your hands are down, re-lengthen your spine, re-lengthen your legs, exhale, hinge at the hips and deepen the fold. Once you get to forward fold, inversion of choice, whatever you want. Headstand, forearm stand, handstands. Any leg options, any arm variations you like. If you want to stay in the straddling forward bend and take a twist, you can take a twist. Left hand to center, right arm up. take a few breaths, go the opposite direction. You can also fold over one leg, walk your hands over to one leg, fold over that leg, take a few breaths, and go over to the other side. All righty. Start to finish up your variations. Once you get back to your straddling forward bend, with your hands supporting on the floor, bend the knees, let the feet drop a little bit. With that, lift the head, lift the upper back, so now you have a more neutral spine. Shift away back toward your heels, and through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, rise up for warrior two. Turn your right toes forward. In a reverse. Exhale, hands to the floor, right foot, stepping back plank. In a one breath, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale down dog. Left heel up, left knee in toward the nose. Kick up, open up the hips, bend the left knee outside of the left arm and touch. Kick it back up, knee comes into twist. Kick it back up, fallen triangle. Left leg threads over to the right. Lift and extend. Thread the needle, right arm underneath your left and rotate. Actively draw the left hip back as well to traction, getting outer left leg stretch. Right hand to the floor, take the seat all the way down. So your legs are 90 degrees, outer left leg, inner right. Walk your hands slightly forward, square off your torso, and then walk your hands further and lower your forearms, coming to Sphinx for the upper body. And actively think about the right arm, right shoulder drawing down so that you can deepen your thoracic twist. All right, then press into your left hand, lift the left elbow up. We're threading the right arm underneath your left, and as you thread it through, start to bend your left elbow and draw the right shoulder, right cheek toward the floor. You don't have to touch down. So just deepening the twist, getting more stretch to the outer right arm, shoulder, shoulder blade. Press into your left hand, lift back up, walk your hands back in. Tuck the right toes under, kick your left leg up, three-legged dog, step the left foot forward, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Straddling for a bend, lengthen out the left leg, turn the left toes to the right side. Toes are slightly turned in, heels are just a bit wider, hands to the hips. Lift up into a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Once the hands touch down, re-lengthen. Inhale. Exhale, deepen the fold. And again, once you get to your straddling for a bend, feeling pretty good. If you want to invert again or take any other variations, feel free. All right, if you're still taking variations, start to finish up. Come back to the straddling forward fold. And with your hands supporting on the floor, bend the knees. Let the feet drop a little bit. So you're not coming all the way down, just dropping a little bit to release your lower back and your hamstrings. Then lift the head, lift the upper back, coming to a neutral spine and engagement of the spine. Shift away back toward the heels, and that lightens the load to the front bodies. And through the strength of the legs and neutral spine, make your way up to Warrior Two. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga, dog, down dog. Bend the knees, inhale, one breath. Exhale, walk forward, jump forward, or handstand forward into a forward fold. So handstand would be jumping into handstand, almost, and then forward fold. And as you're ready, bend the knees, rise up, chair. Stepping on the left foot, right ankles to knee. As you then fold forward, you're going to take the left arm to the inside or the top of the right foot, right arm up to the sky. Then right hand behind you for the half bind. Then you're going to wrap the left arm around the left foot and behind you for the full bind. You may stay here in a squatting position or pick up the right leg and stand up fully. That's right, good. Stand up as fully as you can. If you don't quite have the flexibility yet, right, maybe you're leaning forward a little bit, that is fine. So you don't have to stand up all the way straight if you're not quite ready. Start to make your way back forward again. Come back to ankles to knee. Release your binds. And we're going to twist the other direction. Dragonfly. Right tricep to serve the right foot. Hands together in prayer and twist. You can stay here and balance on the left leg. Or the hands can come to the floor to the left side. Pick up the foot into dragonfly. Right tricep to sole of the right foot. Then the hands to the floor, to the left side. And your right foot is stepping on the right tricep. It's a lot of stretch. Yeah, there you go. All right, so your foot might slip from your arm. If you're sweaty, right, you can always use a towel. Right? If you're not ready to pick up the foot, you can just keep the foot on the floor and just keep the knee pressing up against your arm and holding it in place. Good, Simon. Good. Let's begin to make your way back up. Stepping your left foot down, chair. Wrap the hands back behind you. Interlace. Lift up, gaze up. And lengthen to dive forward. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, tree pose. Sole of the left foot, inner right thigh. Then take the arms up and out. Once you get to tree, you may stay here in basic tree, right? You can work with more simple options like heart opener. You can side bend to your left arm, left leg, right arm overhead. All right, some more advanced variations. Those of you who have it, you have your half lotus, forward fold, tiptoe balance. All right, you have your tiptoe balance. You have your arm balance, like a scale pose, right? You're going to take the right arm in between the nook of your right leg and the left leg. Then, hands to the floor, shift to your left, pick up the right foot, right leg shoots out to the side, and you're just steadying here like a scale. Good. Shoot the legs forward and out. That's right. All right, good. All right, so yes, that's one option to lean forward, or you can draw the seat down and extend the legs forward. All right, so let me show you that again, right? So you have the option, which is what Ricky took, right? And and forward, right? Or lift lift the torso and lower the seat. Yeah. So it's kind of like, this angle that you have between the top of the left foot and the right leg. So that is your hook that's holding onto the arm. Then the right leg shoots forward and out, and then you take a scale, right? Because you're balancing here. Right? Or you can lean forward and kick the leg out to the side like a flying crow. Right? So many ways to take the shape as you like. A lot going on. Good, Vinny. Good, good, good. All right, so the shapes could be anything you want. What if we took that and up? Fallen angel. All right. Good, Vinny. Good, Ricky. So you want to take the side of the head, which is your left side, right, at this point. Left side of the head as your tripod, as you slowly draw just a little bit of weight. You don't want to put too much weight onto the head because then your neck is going to get strained. Just enough to help you to balance so that you can raise your legs up. It is. It is. So you got to go slowly, and you got to gently press your head and make sure you're stable in that tripod before you raise your leg. Which, if I'm going this way, right, same foot, right, my left cheek is down. Because it's my left arm that's bearing the weight onto my ribs. And it's the right leg that's rising. There you go. That's right. That's right. Right? Does that feel right? Kind of, okay. Maybe, depending on your flexibility, what gives you the weight bearing, maybe for you, it works better the other way. I can't say for sure. It's the first time I'm doing it. I was looking at Vinny and then kind of thought, oh, maybe fallen angel. So, all right, let's break. That's from a tree, okay? Tree. Come back up to tree. Step the left foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Let's just take a simple forward fold. Three more deep breaths. Let's let the legs fully recover because we're going to stand on the right foot first this time. All right, bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the right foot, left ankle to knee. Make sure you flex your left foot. All right, then as you fold forward, you're going to take the right arm to the inside of the right foot, which is really the top of the left foot. Right hand to the floor. That is for support. Then left arm up and behind you for the half bind. When you wrap the right arm around the top of the foot, left foot, you're taking inner rotation with your right arm. All right? Make sure you're nicely solidly hooked in, and then start to rise. All right, start to come back forward again. Release your binds. Rise up. We're going to twist the other way, going to dragonfly. You're taking your left tricep to the sole of the left foot. You can stay hands together in prayer, look down toward the floor to twist. Or take the arm balance. Hands to the right side, shift to the right, pick up the right foot. You can stay here with your right foot, right knee pressing up against your left foot, or extend the right leg out to balance for your dragonfly. Left tricep to sole of the foot. Yeah. Then the hands go to the floor to the right side. Good. Bend your elbows. And then keep that foot to your left tricep above the knee, above the elbows if you can. You can always press that right leg into the foot to keep that foot in place. All right, so you may not have the rotation or the twist, the depth of that twist yet. You okay? You may not have the depth of the twist yet, right, to come into the balance, which is okay. So how you train for it is just to stay here and get deeper and deeper into the twist. And then eventually, as the foot climbs higher and higher up the tricep, you have more space to step onto, okay? All right. Start to make your way back up. Step the left foot down. Wrap the hands back behind you. Take the other thumb on top. Lift up, gaze up. Lengthen to dive forward. All right, so this is your rest. This is your release for your shoulders and your arms. All right, release your hands. Bend the knees, rise up chair. Stepping on the left foot, pick up the right. Tree pose. All right, so you're staying your basic tree. You're taking your hands back behind you for the heart opener. You're side bending to the right. All right, so if you're taking the half lotus, top of the right foot to your left hip crease, start to fold forward if you can, supporting with your hands. If that is pretty easy for you, then you can shift forward to your left tiptoes, bend your left knee, and start to go into your tiptoe balance. Right, and within here you have many options, right? Some of you maybe like the pistol squat, right? If you stayed in the half lotus into your arm balance, right, this time it is your left arm that goes into the nook between your inner left leg and the top of the right shin, right? So it's this nook, this corner that holds your legs in place. So you have the option of shifting and kicking your left leg out and drop the seat hanging here like a scale, right? The other option was to go forward into like a flying crow. And then right cheek down for fallen angel. That's right, good, good. Right, don't feel you have to make your way up. That might be good enough. Right? Don't get too ambitious. Don't get hurt, right? This is far advanced enough, so you don't have to go any further than that today. And maybe some of you don't want to go for an arm balance. Maybe you want to go for a forward fold instead in the half lotus, right? You can take the horse stance with your knee down. Fold forward. Wrap the arms around the shin, forehead to the floor, and fold in like a rock. All right, horse stance with the right knee down. All right, you're taking the forward fold. All right, horse stance with right knee down, left tiptoes. Then you fold forward, wrap the left arm around the shin, forehead down for tripod, right hand comes back to bind. That's right. So Natalie, the arms wrap lower, below here, and you can wrap that hand behind you. Yeah. And take the bind. There you go. So Phoebe, the arms go lower around the ankles. That's right. Forehead to tripod. There you go. And then bind there. Yep. All righty. Let's make your way back up to tree, and then we can start to slow down. And step the right foot down, chair. Exhale, dive forward. Again, take a few breaths here. All right, then when you're ready to make your way back to down dog, you can walk back, you can jump back, you can handstand back, and then you can take a chaturanga dog, down dog, or straight back to down dog. Pigeon, left leg up, draw the left knee in, land that shin to the floor. Measure out your pose, elongate your spine, and then make your way forward when you're ready. And then once you get to pigeon, it is your choice to just stay here and passive pigeon, rest up, cool down. If you have options you like, continue to take the options you like. Options are just simply sitting up tall, foot back bend, binding hand to foot for your mermaids. You can twist to one direction in a forward fold, binding left hand behind you for the foot. You can go the opposite direction. So if you're working on dragonfly, this is a really great place for you to work on the twist in dragonfly. You're taking the left tricep to solve the foot, just like you're doing in dragonfly. This will give you flexibility to eventually twist deep enough to take the hands to the floor. So Vinny, you actually going the other way if you're doing dragonfly. Move the heel further forward so that the shin becomes more parallel to front of the mat. Good. Lean the torso over to the right and hook the tricep to sole of the foot. All right? Left tricep to the sole of the foot. Yeah, because your legs are so long, right? So maybe you can draw the heel in a little bit. Yeah, and see if you can reach. Yeah, there you go. You see how that is the same as if you were trying to do this, right? You need the same thing here. So this is a great way for you to be a little lower, not have to work on balancing, but get into that extension and that twist. Yeah, that's right. Step the left foot down and it's the right leg up. That's right. And that's where you hop. Good. All right, so if you're working on the transition to an inversion, it works the same thing whether it's headstand, forearm stand, or handstand, right? The folded in leg is the one that goes up toward the sky because the back leg is the one that is mobile, right? So you can lift up and step that right foot in. Then switch legs, left leg up. So you have to switch legs. Okay? Works the same with handstanding. Right foot in, left leg up. Right? Good. So now for both Sarah and Ricky, I don't know if you noticed, the closer your foot is in, right? I always encourage, before you take your hops, right? Have that foot as close as possible, because then you're in a much more vertical line. And then you can use the tiptoes, right? The more flexibility you have in the shape, the easier it is for you to transition, right? And then you need less and less hop. Because the further away you are, the harder it is for you to get to a vertical, and that's why you need to hop so much, right? But if you walk it in, and then you shift to your tiptoes, that might give you just enough lift to just shift your weight forward. And of course, you have to work on flexibility on that front as well, right? So it's a combination of flexibility, working on that, being patient about it, and then learning to bear weight and shift forward. Right, so just keep being patient and keep working on that. Okay, good. Flip. All righty, let's start to finish up. Walk your hands back in. Tuck the right toes under for down dog. Walk it out side to side. When you're ready, second side. Right leg up. Draw the right knee in. Land that shin to the floor. Measure out for your pose. Elongate. And then once you're set, make your way forward. All right, those of you who took additional variations, make sure you repeat what you did on the first side. So Vinny, the top of the back leg should be rotating toward the floor and not off to the side. Okay, so even though this is further forward, which requires more hip flexibility, you still have to think about rolling the top leg down. Then to reach to the foot, you want to lean the torso over and get your torso as close to your foot as possible, and then maybe you can hook. Breathe. Yeah, you have long legs and a shorter torso. That makes it more difficult for you in that particular shape. But in other things, it's much easier. Okay, better. Good. Work on that. All right, so for those of you who have been taking your inversions for a while, going forward, I really want you to think about less hop and more shift. The more you practice that, the easier it will start to become, right? Because then when you're reaching, and even if you're not achieving your forearm stand or your handstands yet, right? The effort you're putting in that flexibility will eventually get you closer to where you want to get. And then what's going to happen is when you start hopping again, it's going to be so easy because you have that flexibility, right? Because it will be helpful in that way as well. Right? And note that sometimes when you're shifting, right, you have to press very strongly into your wrists, and your shoulders actually have to go past your wrist. So you actually have to go past vertical in order for all of that to happen. All right, so you can start out
preparation in vertical lines. Then as you shift and come to your tiptoes, your shoulders go past your wrists. Yeah, once you get your foot off the floor, because you kind of have to shift forward for the weight to draw from the back to the front so you can lift the leg. Once you're up, then you can readjust because you need to balance now, right? And then the legs can go into splits or whatever. All right, so just keep working on that. Now, if the forearm stand and the headstand preparation for that is too much for you, you can always start in a headstand, right? Because it's the same work. You're walking your feet in as close as you can, so that when you go into the inversion, you don't hop anymore. You just shift, right? So it's the same thing here. So rather than starting here, right, work on walking your feet in as close as you can. And then it's the same process when you come into the inversion. It is. You have to get adjusted and get used to the whole weight distribution going forward with your shoulders past your wrist a little bit. So it's a very scary proposition when you first start out. But you don't have to come up, right? You can just shift forward and bear weight into your arms and work on that flexibility. Okay. Are you okay? Yeah. I almost got you. I saw that coming also because I saw that you were not on the crown of the head. You were a little bit past, which means you're rounding the back of the neck, and that is vulnerable. Because then, if your spine is rounded, if you put too much weight on it, you can crunch, right? Or if you round it, the weight draws back too much rather than up. So that was what was happening. When you were coming up, you were using a little bit of momentum, which isn't a great idea, especially if you're not fully able to take the inversion yet. You always want to work with control. You don't want to throw weight around. So that's the second thing. So first, you should be on the crown of the head and not the back of the head. Second, you should walk in and shift, right at the very top of the head. So a way to measure that is to take the thumb to the bridge of the nose and reach for your middle finger to the top of the head. And that's roughly, that's right. And you were more like here before. So that's why you roll forward, because the weight is already drawn back when you come up, okay? So we'll keep working on that, okay? All right, let's break. When you're ready, lift back up. So it's the right leg forward for your pigeon. Lift back up and walk it back to down dog. And start to walk your feet forward towards your hands. Lower the feet down, gently lowering onto your back. Once you're on your backs, let's twist. Left knee comes in, left arm out to a T, and twist to the right. Begin to take it back to center, switch legs, switch arms, and twist to the other direction. Take it back to center, hugging both knees in. And when you're ready, step the feet to the floor, slide the legs forward, Shavasana, final relaxation. And start to draw your breath back in, moving your fingers and your toes. When you're ready, reach the arms overhead, stretching in opposite directions, and then rolling over to the right side and come up to a comfortable cross-legged position. And when you take your seat, let's take your non-dominant shin on top. Even seat, lengthy spine, shoulders broad, breath deep. Let the neck be free. Inhale for Om. Hands together in prayer, bowing forward, sealing in the practice. Inhale, come up. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for being here this morning. And thank you for sharing your practice with me. My name is Stephen Cheng, coming to you live from 333 Grand in downtown Jersey City, New Jersey. Please visit my website, simhayoga.com, for the hybrid schedule, which is in person here at 333 Grand, as well as through Zoom. You can register for class through ubindi.com. And if you're watching this on YouTube, classes are $10, and you can pay through Venmo or PayPal. Payment information on the bottom of the video, and as well as my website, simhayoga.com. Thank you again for joining me. See you next time.